Hello, welcome to Rose Movie Recap channel. This movie is about a high school girl named Akabane Yu. The first scenes in the movie shows her encountering two boys at the school. The first one, his name is Kurosaki Haruto, who is nicknamed as the Black Devil of the school, as he acts tough and seems to be very cold. He approaches her, tells her that she belongs to him based on their contract, and kisses her. After Haruto, another boy approaches her, whose name is Takumi. Unlike Haruto, Takumi is very gentle and soft guy, who is known as the school's white prince. He gently approaches her and asks her to press the button by pointing to his lips. She touches his lips, and he then kisses her, showing his love to her. Yu then explains how she got entangled between these two boys. Her father transferred for work, so she transferred to a boarding school and moved to a dormitory. On the first day, she meets Haruto, who tells her the rules, but she gets into an accident with him and cuts his hair, which he loves a lot. From that day on, he says that she should serve him for a period of time to repay for what she had done. However, she doesn't know that he actually likes her. During the school days, Haruto just annoys her by asking her to do many tasks such as cleaning, or tries to mess with her just to spend more time with her. However, meeting with Takumi was different, as he approached her very romantically, and for some time in the past, they pretended to be dating each other as Takumi asked her to. He was very sweet to her, which made her realize the difference between these two boys. However, she confesses how, despite Haruto's intolerable behavior, there are times where he actually is gentle and acts in an emotional way, such as the time where she wanted to play piano, and he played it with her because he's a professional piano player. Both of the boys have fallen in love with her, where each of them approaches her and asks her to be with him. Haruto and Takumi are childhood friends, and they want to compete for winning Yu's heart. The present is shown where Yu and Takumi are eating lunch together. He starts the conversation and confesses his love to her. He says that this time isn't for fake dating, that he actually has feelings for her. Yu is shocked to hear these words from him. She doesn't respond back anything because she isn't sure about her feelings yet. While she is in the yard and being happy, Haruto approaches her and warns her that their contract is still not over. He got to know about Takumi's confession to her. That's why he's approaching her and tries to remind her to not spend time with any other boy now. However, she tells him to not behave like that with her, as she can do whatever she wants. The jealous girls in her class see this and say that they should punish Yu for playing with the two handsome boys in their class whom they dream to get close to. They go to her room and tell her that the girls' bathroom is under maintenance, and they have informed them that the girls can use boys' bathroom until 8 at night. Yu thanks them for informing her and goes to take bath. She doesn't know that they lied to her, so she would be embarrassed in front of the boys. While she in the tub, she hears someone coming in. That person is actually Haruto. He gets into the tub next to hers. She can't stay underwater anymore and comes up. She asks him to close his eyes, but at that moment, another person comes in, who is Takumi. Haruto suddenly stands up and goes to her. She first thinks that he wants to do something bad to her, but he actually covers her, so nobody would see her. He said something to Takumi that made him leave there. He doesn't even go near her so she wouldn't feel bad. When she wants to get out, she is suddenly feeling dizzy and faints in the water. He gives her his shirt and carries her out of the room. All the girls outside see how he is carrying her, and they get super jealous that their plan didn't work. He takes her to her room and waits for her to wake up. She wakes up and gets shocked to see him. He gives her water and asks her if she is okay. Yu then covers her face and tells him to not look at her, as she doesn't have makeup on. He says that she looks herself no matter what. Haruto smiles at her and then leaves. This makes her blush, as she didn't expect such a caring behavior from him. One of their friends, whose name is Yusuke, tells Yu that he appreciates Haruto a lot, because in middle school, he used to get bullied, but Haruto defended him and became friends with him. She realizes that he is actually soft inside who cares for people around him. Yu's best friend also comes to the dormitory. Her name is Meiko. Takumi challenges Haruto to play basketball with him. They are competing with each other to look good in front of Yu, who is watching them playing with her friend. They are fiercely playing with all their force. Yu notices how Meiko only cheers Haruto, and whenever he scores, she becomes happy. She asks Meiko if she has a crush on him. She becomes shy and tells her that one time, while she was swimming, her leg started hurting and she couldn't swim anymore. Haruto jumped into the water and saved her. He carried her out of there. From that day on, she can't stop thinking about him. Yu gets to know about her friend's crush on Haruto, so she tells herself to forget about every nice thing about him, as she shouldn't think about him because of her friend. Haruto wins the game, but Takumi tells him that he will never give up on winning Yu's heart and will compete with him. Both of them are serious about their feelings towards her. All of them are gathered together and are having a fun time with each other. It is raining hard outside, and there is a huge thunder, which makes Yu get a little nervous. Takumi notices this and goes to sit next to her. He grabs her hand, so she wouldn't feel scared anymore. The power is out, and it gets dark in the room. Everyone goes to get a flashlight and see what the problem is, except Yu and Haruto. They are left alone there together. Haruto suddenly approaches her and hugs her tightly from the back. She doesn't resist. He asks her to only be with him, as he noticed how Takumi was getting close to her. He gets very emotional with her. Yu can't control her feelings towards him, even though she is trying hard to do so. She keeps telling him that others will come now. When they arrive and the power is back, Haruto is sitting back in his place because Yu asked him to go back, so they won't see them together, but Haruto said that he isn't scared of anyone seeing them together. When she goes back to her room, she notices a mark on her neck. Then Yu remembers that earlier when Haruto got close to her, he left a hickey on her neck. She feels very shocked about this. Later, she covers it with a bandage so no one will see it. When they go back to school, Yusuke asks them to go to amusement park with him. Yu feels bad towards Meiko, so she tells her to invite Haruto too. In that way, she will have a chance to confess her feelings to him. Meiko becomes happy and agrees to come. All of them go together. Yusuke tells them about a legend of that park. If two people kiss each other in the Ferris wheel, then they will become a real couple. Haruto is listening to this carefully and looks at Yu. They have a fun time with each other riding different rides. Yu tells her friend to approach Haruto and ask him to ride the Ferris wheel together. Meiko does that and he agrees to it. Yu is walking with Takumi, but she keeps thinking about Haruto, and no matter how much she forces herself to be happy with Takumi and not think about him, she doesn't seem to be successful in it. Takumi notices this and hugs her from back. He realizes that her thoughts and heart are not with him. He goes to buy drinks for them. In his absence, when Yu is sitting alone, Haruto comes, grabs her hand, and takes her with him. He didn't stay with Meiko as she confessed her feelings to him, but he didn't accept it. He makes her sit and approaches her to kiss her. In her mind, she says that her brain wants to stop him, but her heart doesn't want to. Everyone comes and notices that Haruto and Yu are not there. They realize that they must be together. Haruto is kissing Yu in the Ferris wheel. He wanted to do what the legend said, so he can be with Yu forever. Yu doesn't push him back as her heart wants to be with Haruto. When they get off the ride and join others, she says that they just met as she got lost in the park. Of course, they didn't believe her words as it was obvious that they were together. When they go back, Takumi approaches Haruto and tells him that if he starts dating Yu, then they can't be friends anymore. He kind of threatens him with these words, because Takumi is very precious for Haruto, whom he can't hurt. Yu goes to the music room to play piano as it makes her comfortable. As she is playing, Haruto silently joins her, and they start peacefully playing piano together. This is a beautiful, romantic, and peaceful moment between them. However, it ends tragically as he tells her that their contract is over, and she is free to do anything she wants, meaning that he won't approach her anymore. He tells her that he won't be near her anymore. This breaks her heart, as she has just realized her feelings to him, that she likes him. However, both of them compress their feelings for each other. She starts crying when she is alone. Meiko realizes that her friend is sad and doesn't seem to be paying attention in the class. Takumi also notices her behavior change as she seems to be in deep thoughts and pretends to be okay. She tells her how Haruto told her that he won't come close to her anymore. Takumi can't believe that his friend actually did this for him. At night, Takumi notices that Haruto goes out to play piano. Whenever he is sad, he plays piano to express his emotions. He's very sad and constantly remembers Yu. Yu decides to face her own feelings and become honest with the people around her. She meets with her friend Meiko and apologizes to her, and says that she also has feelings for Haruto. She says that no matter how much she tried to forget him, but she still thinks about him. Meiko says that she isn't happy that her friend also has a crush on the boy she likes, but they are still good friends. Both of them start smiling. On the other hand, Takumi again challenges Haruto to play basketball with him. He starts telling him that he gave up on the girl he loved because of him, and he always does this for him. That's why he wanted to fight hard this time to win on his own. Haruto gets angry and says that he has never given up on anyone. This was actually what Takumi intended to do. He wanted to make Haruto angry, so he would again fight for you and approach her. He feels bad that his friend actually gave up on her because of him. At the end of the game, Takumi tells Haruto that he is his hero since their childhood years, and he should listen to his heart. They both then start smiling. Takumi then meets with Yu and wants to have a conversation with her. He asks her to press the button again to reset by pointing to his lips. He says that by pressing it, he will forget his love for her. She then touches his lips. Takumi has realized that he can't force his feelings to Yu, and his friend has the right to be happy with the girl that he loves. She starts running to go to Haruto and confess her feelings to him. Her friend Meiko also cheers her. While she is searching for him, Haruto calls her and asks her to meet him in the park. She rushes there. Haruto suddenly calls her from distance and says that their contract is renewed, and it extends to forever. She gets very happy to see him again. She starts smiling and says, "I like you, Haruto." Yu then runs to him and hugs him tightly. This time he becomes very shy towards her. This is a very unexpected behavior from him. Yu notices this, and unlike the other times, she approaches him and kisses him. The movie ends with the scene that Haruto also kisses her back, and they both confess their feelings to each other. Thank you for watching this video. Please stay tuned for upcoming recap videos. Bye everyone.